Asterisk asterisk voiceover, enthusiastic yet conversational. Asterisk asterisk. Imagine walking into a hotel, expecting nothing but a warm welcome, and instead being met with suspicion. That's exactly what happened when Barron Trump, the son of former President Donald Trump, decided to stay at this upscale hotel. What should have been a routine check-in turned into an unbelievable story of doubt, drama, and a twist that left everyone speechless. Cut to hotel manager's stern face as Barron stands calmly. Asterisk asterisk voiceover, building intrigue asterisk asterisk. The hotel manager, convinced that the young man couldn't possibly be who he claimed to be, made a bold move, kicking him out on the spot. But little did the manager know, this decision would lead to a jaw-dropping moment when asterisk the Donald Trump himself asterisk showed up to set the record straight. Fade to black with bold text. You won't believe how this played out. Asterisk asterisk voiceover, asterisk asterisk. Stick around to see how it all unfolded. Barron had arrived at the hotel quietly, dressed casually, carrying himself with a calm confidence. He politely gave his name at the front desk, but the manager hesitated. The young man's reserved demeanor didn't match the high-profile status of the name he had just shared. Was this really asterisk the asterisk Barron Trump, the son of the famous billionaire and former president? The manager's doubts grew as he discreetly scanned Barron's ID and asked a few pointed questions. Barron, used to being in the spotlight but preferring to stay out of it, patiently explained himself. Yet the manager wasn't convinced. The hotel prided itself on being exclusive, and this seemed too unusual to ignore. Whispered conversations between staff grew louder as guests began to notice the exchange. Barron stood there, calm but visibly uncomfortable, as the manager's suspicions reached their peak. Then came the moment no one expected, the decision to turn Barron away. As Barron stood at the counter, the murmurs around the lobby grew louder. Some guests recognized him but hesitated to intervene, unsure of what was happening. The manager, meanwhile, grew more determined, thinking he was preventing an elaborate hoax. He leaned in, speaking firmly yet quietly, insisting Barron provide further proof of his identity. Barron's calm exterior began to crack. Frustration flickered across his face as he explained, once again, who he was and why he was there. He even mentioned his father's name, hoping it would put the issue to rest. But instead of calming the situation, it only seemed to escalate things. The manager's skepticism deepened, and he decided to call security, leaving Barron stunned and embarrassed in front of the gathering crowd. Meanwhile, a hotel employee, observing from a distance, felt uneasy. Something about the young man's demeanor seemed genuine. Should she step in or stay silent? The tension thickened. As security approached, Barron stood his ground, trying to maintain his composure despite the growing humiliation. Guests whispered among themselves, some even pulling out their phones to record the unfolding drama. The manager, feeling vindicated in his decision, gestured firmly toward the door, insisting Barron leave the premises immediately. Barron took a deep breath, his voice steady but laced with frustration, as he warned the manager that this was a mistake. But his words fell on deaf ears. Security closed in, politely but firmly escorting him toward the exit. Just as Barron was about to step outside, a commotion erupted near the main entrance. A sleek black car pulled up, and from it emerged none other than Donald Trump himself, his presence instantly commanding attention. The lobby fell silent, every eye turning toward him. His expression was unreadable as he approached, his gaze fixed on the stunned manager. Donald Trump's arrival immediately shifted the atmosphere in the lobby. The murmurs stopped, replaced by a tense silence as everyone tried to process what was happening. The manager, suddenly looking pale, hurriedly stepped forward, trying to regain control of the situation. But Trump didn't stop to acknowledge him. Instead, he walked straight toward Barron, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. The manager, still unsure how to handle the situation, quickly began to apologize. "Mr. Trump, I didn't realize." He started, but Trump raised a hand to silence him. His calm demeanor only heightened the tension. Before the manager could continue, Trump turned to Barron and asked, "Did they really try to kick you out?" Barron nodded, his expression a mix of frustration and relief. But just as it seemed the confrontation would be resolved, another unexpected figure stepped into the lobby, a well-dressed man who claimed to have called ahead, saying he was Barron Trump. The room erupted in confusion. The room froze as the second man strode in confidently, his polished appearance and calm tone adding to the confusion. "I'm Barron Trump," he announced, glancing briefly at the real Barron, who stared back in disbelief. The manager, caught off guard, looked between the two, struggling to make sense of the situation. Donald Trump's expression darkened, and he turned to the man, his voice sharp. "Is that so? Then you must have some proof to back up your claim." The imposter hesitated, his confidence wavering under Trump's commanding presence. He stammered something about a mix-up, but before he could continue, hotel security stepped forward, realizing the man had been lingering in the area earlier. The truth began to unravel. He had been attempting to scam the hotel by impersonating someone famous. As the imposter was escorted out, Trump addressed the room with a wry smile. "Always verify before making decisions." The tension lifted, replaced by a mix of relief and awe. The manager apologized profusely to Barron, who accepted with quiet grace. But as they turned to leave, Barron couldn't help but glance back at the imposter being led away, wondering what might have happened if his father hadn't arrived just in time. The lesson: things aren't always what they seem, and moments like these remind us how quickly assumptions can backfire. This story captures the essence of an everyday situation turned extraordinary. It's a classic tale of karma unfolding in real time, delivering a mix of humor, justice, and community spirit. Inside the coffee shop, the barista's poise in the face of confrontation set the tone for a satisfying resolution. The regulars rallying to support the barista was a heartwarming reminder that small acts of kindness can transform even the tensest moments into something positive. Outside, the story escalated hilariously as Karen's overconfidence met its match. The note on her windshield was the perfect comedic touch, and the tow truck's arrival added a layer of poetic justice. The police officer's timely entrance and the citation were the icing on the cake, reinforcing the message that actions have consequences. The crowd's collective laughter and the viral-worthy videos captured the spirit of the moment, a shared celebration of fairness and accountability, proving that even in chaos, good humor prevails.